Hi everyone, Jessica Houde-Morris with Hood School of Acting. So we're really excited to show you a demonstration of how Meisner works online. We actually have several students going to be demonstrating the first few stages. That way you can see how the entire technique is possible online. It's going to start off with Diana and Eleonora. Enjoy.
You have nice hair.
I have nice hair.
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 Okay,
You have
good.
nice hair.
Awesome. So we can all turn our cameras on and we'll just discuss what we just saw and the importance of it. So when we talk about acting, the main focus in the start is to teach us to be present with your partner and to listen and respond. When Meisner started this technique, I see the little munchkin baby, Christina, so sweet. But when Meisner started this technique, his thought process was that actors tended to focus more on themselves. You know, what do I look like? What's my best side? How do I sound? How can I be interesting? Kind of like what we talked about with James Caan. He wanted to service the scene, not himself. And that's really what's most important, right? And so this is what he thought he came up with. He thought, well, everything we do is thinking and acting, and it shouldn't be. It should be about our other partner as well. It should be about the person we're talking to, and we should also be influenced by them. Yes, we need to have a point of view about the script. Yes, we need to have a point of view about our relationship with our partner, but we also need to have a point of view, and we need to be adjusting towards our partner. And this is something that, Kathy Bates does a phenomenal job in this film. She's constantly moving and being changed off of James Caan constantly throughout the film. And I feel like Jack Nicholson is huge for that. And I love how I always talk about when Jack Nicholson, people get interviewed and they're like, hey, when I first found out I was working with Jack Nicholson, it scared the crap out of me because I was afraid I was not going to be able to keep up because he's constantly in the moment. And Jack Nicholson says that. He's like, you know what? I go with what's being in front of me. And if it doesn't work, there's take two. And I love that about him because he's constantly moving with what's in front of him. He has a strong point of view about what's going on for sure. He knows exactly how he feels. He does all the homework, but then he works off his partner. So this is what we're trying to work towards at this stage. Just the focus is listening, responding. That's it. We're not trying to focus on anything else except what's in front of me. She has nice hair. And then from there, it's no longer about the hair. The challenge for us as actors is we always want to push the exercise to go a certain way. We want to be in control and we want to manipulate things because it's so much easier to do that than to just let go and be vulnerable with this person. So what we try to work towards is really just being fully open and free with this person and letting them take us somewhere. If I start off with you have nice hair and she's like, it made her feel good. How do I feel about her feeling good? That's the next moment. Then we go from there. How did she feel about that? Did it make her feel good? There's moments where she was like, she was frustrated. It wasn't about her hair anymore. It was about the moment that she received from Eleonora. Then Eleonora worked off of that and she felt uncomfortable about it. And then Diana from there thought it was funny and then they both laughed. So what I always talk about is the goal is to be present with your partner, try to pinpoint what's going on with your partner, but you have to have your own point of view towards it. Right. So if Diana was flirting with me, I would react differently than Maggie would, than Stephanie would. We would all have a different point of view to every single moment. And it's really just trying to find, first of all, pinpoint what the moment is, and then find our truth to that moment. So that's what this stage is about. Now, that being said, these two have been doing this for a long time. Diana, 5 years, and Eleanor, 8 months. So they make it look easy. It's really not that easy because, like I said, it's difficult to just focus on someone and stare in their eyes. And it's also difficult to be able to pinpoint emotions. It's just not something we do in everyday life. But as actors, we need to be able to do that. Unfortunately, it's like I was telling my class earlier, my 7-year-old is just now getting to the point of being in her head and thinking and self-conscious about things. And I'm like, it's so frustrating because just be you, have fun. But what we're trying to get to is that age when you're like 5 and 6 and you're free, like Kathy Bates in this film, and you show all vulnerability, you show all sides of you. Kathy is like, in this film, Kathy Bates is like totally like psycho at times. She's angry, she's depressed, she's ecstatic. She just shows so much of her, and it's so interesting. And that's why she won that Oscar, right? And it's easier for us to watch this and say, oh, I can do that. But when you actually get up here, we have a tendency to want to make it about the hair. You know, you have nice hair. I have nice hair. You have nice, I have nice hair. I have nice hair, because that way we don't have to connect with this person. It's harder to actually be there with them, lock eyes, and let her flirt with me. And how does it make me feel? And when she's giving me attitude, adjust to it. That's really what we're working towards, is really being present and vulnerable with this person. So once we're able to connect with this person, listen, respond, not make it about me, or my hair, or line readings. Meisner calls line readings a lot in his classes. When you can watch him online. He has an 8-hour video, or that he has the book, and he'll say, stop doing line readings, listen and respond. So a line reading would be kind of like if Diana said, you know, if I said, you have nice hair, you have nice hair, you have nice hair. You have nice hair. You know, it's like we're trying to cook up different ways to do it to try to be interesting. But what we find is the more you are connected with this person, the more interesting you actually will be. Because me as an audience member, I'm wondering, ooh, Diana was just frustrated. How is Eleonora going to feel about that? Then how is Diana going to feel about that? I can see them moving and changing off of each other, and that's what's interesting. Okay. So once I see that you are nice and simple, then we're going to move to what we call second stage repetition. So I can have, who would like to do this? Maggie and Diana? Do you guys want to do some second stage? Cool.
Sure.
All right. So we'll get our cameras off and we'll watch some second stage and I'll discuss it.
Maggie, you want to go first?
Sure. You're wearing a sweater.
I'm wearing a sweater.
You're excited about that.
I'm excited about that. You're taken aback?
I'm taken aback by that.
You're offended.
You're like staring daggers at me.
I'm shocked.
You're offended.
I'm concerned.
That's annoying.
That's annoying. That's aggressive.
That's ridiculous.
I don't appreciate that.
You don't appreciate that.
That's attitude. I don't appreciate that.
I'm so confused.
That's frustrating.
That's frustrating. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. You're treating me like trash. I don't appreciate that.
You're being rude.
I'm being rude. You're gaping.
That's offensive.
That's offensive. I'm frustrated.
You're apathetic.
I'm apathetic? That's astounding. I don't appreciate that. You're rolling your eyes at me. That's so frustrating.
You're annoying me.
I'm annoying you. You're treating me like a child. I don't appreciate that. You're
I'm in shock.
You're shocked.
I'm shocked.
You're shocked.
I'm shocked.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. I'm freaking out. That's funny.
I'm just flabbergasted.
You're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed. It makes me feel good. You're relieved.
I'm relieved.
You're relieved. That makes me smile. That makes me happy.
I feel less stressed.
You feel less stressed?
I feel less stressed.
That makes me excited.
Makes you excited?
You think that's lame? You're proud of that.
I feel caught. I feel caught.
So you feel caught?
I feel caught.
It's hysterical.
I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed? Oh, that's endearing. That's sweet.
I feel like
you don't
you're
appreciate
mocking
that.
me. You're mocking me. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I'm mocking you. I feel bad.
You feel bad?
I feel bad.
You feel bad.
You're not taking me seriously, and I don't like
You're
that.
talking to me like I'm a kitten.
I'm a kitten. That's so funny.
I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed.
Okay, let's talk about it. Okay, cool. We can turn our cameras on and chat about what the heck we just saw.
I can't stop laughing.
So this is what we call second stage. So as you can see, everything in this technique is just kind of build upon what we just learned. First stage is teaching you to listen and respond, really connect with your partner, be able to start to pinpoint those emotional changes. Now this stage, we're actually going to be able to change the repetition, but the goal is you can only change it when you see an emotional change in your partner or you feel an emotional change because of your partner. So we're really focusing on the emotions right now. And that's the focus. Now, like I said, they're going to make it look quite a bit easier because they've been doing this a while. When we see an emotional change, a lot of times we're hesitant because we're just not used to walking around and pinpointing emotions all the time. What Meisner says often in the book is when in doubt, repeat. The goal would be for you to continue to stay connected with the person. Every time we stop and think, oh, I think she's frustrated, then we're here and we're trying to always keep you out of your head, especially at these early stages. And we're trying to keep you just focused. So if you think you see a change in this person, but you don't know what it is, we just repeat what we just said. And the more we do this, we're going to start to be able to pinpoint those emotional changes in our partner and in ourselves. It just takes a while. I talk about this all the time, and I kind of mentioned it earlier. It's like with my daughter, so free, years ago, where she wasn't thinking about anything. And then somehow life happens, right? And we get judged by someone, or someone laughs at us for something. She's really tiny. So she's like literally a whole head smaller than everyone in her class. Literally everyone. I mean, she is just so tiny. She's always been though. But now she's aware of it. And so everyone in the class is like, she's in second grade, and they'll say, oh, you're supposed to be in kindergarten. And we kept talking to her about it. Like, this is a good thing. Girls being short and petite is not bad, because it's cute, so we would talk to her about that. And now she's gotten to the point where she's just like, I hate it. And it's so frustrating to her, right? And so that's kind of the little bit of a complex that she has. But I think growing up, there's always something that we all deal with. Some people, it's like we might have been really pretty growing up. So we had to be perfect all the time, and it was like, we can't look ugly. We can't scream because we're females. We're not supposed to, or from males. It's like, you guys are strong. You're not supposed to cry. You can't cry. And some people just grew up maybe in a bad area, and we had to be tough all the time. So it's like, we all put up these walls, and it's hard to kind of break those down and get back to the point of just feeling and being vulnerable and putting ourselves out there. And that's what we need to work towards. If you haven't seen Misery, I can't talk enough about it. Kathy Bates put herself out there in such a great way, and it turned out amazing. And that's what we're all working towards. And that's what's going to get us the Oscars. But it starts here, because we have to be able to be vulnerable. We have to be able to connect with our emotions, and we have to be able to pinpoint and take what our partner's saying as though they're really saying it. A lot of times we look at this as, oh, it's an acting class or it's a scene. So I don't need to take it personally because it's not happening to me. But the people that are moving the audience really listen as though it's happening to them. And that's really what we're working towards, is allowing ourselves to put ourselves in that situation where we are really affected by it. And that's what the goal is. And this really teaches you to start to do that. So again, second stage is now we're changing the repetition when you see that emotional change in your partner and you feel an emotional change because of your partner. And that's it. I'm going to I think we had it kind of switched last minute, but someone got a call back for an audition, and she was supposed to be here, one of my advanced students, Leah. So Diana's here, thankfully, but she's going to we have Eleonora doing an activity, and then Diana's going to hover. So we can get our cameras off, and I'm going to have them demonstrate that. Maggie, I might have you pop on just because, and then we'll get everyone else doing some repetition. But I want to show these 3 stages because they're the first 3 stages of the technique. Okay.
You're focused.
Jesus.
Oh, you're startled. I think that's funny.
You think that's funny?
You're offended by that? I'm shocked.
You're shocked? That's confusing.
You're disgusted. That's weird.
That's a lot. That was offensive.
That's offensive?
That's offensive. You don't like that?
I'm unimpressed.
You're unimpressed.
You don't appreciate that.
I don't appreciate that. That's obvious.
You're frustrated.
I'm frustrated.
Frustrated? I'm concerned.
Wow, you find that funny.
You're annoyed. I don't appreciate the antagonistic
You're distracting me.
I'm distracting you?
You're distracting me.
I think that's ridiculous. You don't appreciate that.
Oh my God, you're making fun of me. I don't like that.
I am not. Oh, that's frustrating.
That's frustrating. Oh my God, that's so irritating.
That's irritating. That's annoying.
Oh my. Oh,
You're frustrated.
you're saying a million things and it's confusing.
You're overwhelmed.
I'm overwhelmed. I appreciate that.
You appreciate that. You think that's sweet.
I think that's sweet.
That makes me feel good. I think that's cute.
I think that's cute. Aw.
That makes you happy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're excited.
I'm excited.
I feel like a cheerleader.
Oh my God, that's so exciting.
You're excited. Oh, I'm concerned.
That was
You're
weird.
flustered. Oh, you're flustered.
I'm so confused. Oh, this is annoying.
That's annoying.
That's annoying.
That's annoying.
That's annoying.
I'm concerned.
You're concerned?
I'm concerned. You're anxious. You're like torn.
I'm
You think that's weird?
feeling a lot of things.
You're feeling a lot of things. I think that's adorable.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
It makes me feel good.
You're so supportive. Oh,
I'm supportive. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm flattered. Oh, you're freaking out. You're freaking out. You're way overwhelmed.
I'm gonna hit something.
You're ready to throttle something.
Oh my God, Diana.
You're stressed.
So frustrating.
You're frustrated. You're giving up. I don't like that. You're giving up?
But
That makes me anxious. I'm concerned.
you're concerned.
You don't appreciate that. You're blowing that off. I don't appreciate that. Now you feel silly. You feel silly. You think you're annoyed.
I feel stupid. You find that funny?
You're offended.
I'm
I'm
offended.
shocked by that.
You're shocked by that? That's confusing.
That's annoying.
You're screaming at me. Oh my God. It's distracting.
I'm offended. That's hurtful.
I'm sorry.
Now you feel bad.
That was sassy.
You're sassy.
You find this funny?
I find this hysterical.
Okay, good. Let's talk about it. Okay, cool. So this is the third stage of this technique. So what we're doing here is we are teaching you to believe in an imaginary circumstance that you get to create as the actor. And now we're teaching you two things: to believe in an imaginary circumstance that's not totally, far-fetched, like you just got into a bar fight and somehow you had blood on you and you found out the next morning that you killed the person, so now you're trying to get the blood out of your shirt. I mean, these are things that we really can't relate to, but I feel like, I know that sounds silly, but a lot of people at their first activity bring me activities like this, and I'm like, because we have a tendency as actors as wanting to act. And right now the goal is not to even think about acting, but to try to live truthfully. So when we talk about an activity, it has to be three things. It needs to be physically difficult. There needs to be a time constraint and a meaning. So the time constraint is because we don't want to just be doing this and have 2 hours. Otherwise, it's not going to be truthful for us. If she has to untangle this and she has 2 hours, she would put it aside and hang out with Diana for a little bit. It doesn't make sense, right? So the way that Meisner sets it up is, let's say this would normally take you 2 hours to do. We're going to cut that in half. We have an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. The meaning is the why. Why am I doing this? That's so important. I was listening to an interview with Amy Linden, who I love, and she said something like this: to be interesting and to be brilliant, you have to be good at being specific. So being interesting is in the specifics. And I totally couldn't agree more with her. It's, when we talk about these activities, Diana and I deal with this all the time. And someone will say to me, well, my activity is I'm jumping rope. And I'll say, why? Like, why are you just sitting in your house jumping rope? It just doesn't make sense. We have to make sure we're making sense of it and we're adding the specifics behind it. And it will really help you when you guys pick up scenes, because if you can't relate to the scene or you just can't understand it, we have to justify why. And when we talk about the movie of the week with Misery, Kathy Bates said that she's not a violent person and she would never go around, kidnapping someone and tormenting them. And if you've seen the film, she actually has done this many, many, many times. So she was a nurse and she killed babies she was in the NIC ward, I'm pretty sure. But she had to justify it. And so she came up with a justification as to why she would do that. And she has a long backstory. If you look into it, she has a very long backstory. So it made her justify doing these horrible things. And that's what we're talking about. Is obviously we're not even jumping into something that crazy right now. What we want you to do is just literally come up with a circumstance that makes sense with your life. I always suggest an audition, because you guys are all here for a reason. Clearly you want to act. So it could be that it was last minute. For instance, my one student, Leah, just got a callback, and she had to have it in within 2 hours, but it was a really detailed callback. And so she said with editing and all that, she would normally want 4 hours to do it. But so she is now stressed out trying to get that done. This would be a great activity. It could be that you guys, have on your special skills that you can juggle. Well, your agent called you up and they said, hey, we have a commercial for you. We're really excited about it. Can we get you on camera juggling for us? Because we need to make sure that you are at the level that we need. And you're kind of like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then you hang up, you're like, holy crap, I haven't juggled for 10 years. So now it's practicing juggling, because you cannot let them down. You don't want to let the client down. You don't want to let your agent down. You have a half hour to practice that. This would be a great activity. So right now, and for me, I always explain, I'm not acting anymore. So my activities would always revolve around my 7-year-old. Everything would revolve around her. I know myself. I know that's what moves me. So it's kind of trying to figure out what moves you, then doing. So through the doing we talk about all the time comes the emotion. Right now, we're not worrying about the meaning being super difficult, because we don't want you guys worrying about acting. We just want through the physical, you're going to start to feel. I love explaining this. As you all know at this point, I have a 7-year-old. Opening up those, I don't know if anyone else has a kid that's that age. Whew, I get so frustrated. She gave me a Barbie the other day that was like an astronaut Barbie. Of course, I bought it for her. And I was in a hurry because I was teaching, I think, online. I was trying to open it. And I feel like by the end, I wanted to throw that thing out the door. I was so angry. I was so annoyed. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? This is a freaking Barbie. I was like cutting piece out. I had scissors and I'm like yanking and pulling. I was so annoyed by the end. And then I felt bad because my daughter's like, Mom, it's just the Barbie. And I'm like, yeah, but it's so annoying, right? So we talk about doing the doing. Through doing that, the physical will start to move us. And that's really what Meisner wants to set up right now, is that you're not forcing emotion. The emotion comes from the doing. And we're trying to train you to do two things: to believe in an imaginary circumstance that's simple, that you can relate to, but also now to train your ear to pick up on emotional changes off your partner. So we're doing two things at once. We're believing in an imaginary circumstance. We're being moved and changed off of the circumstance. Like you could see Eleanor, she was frustrated. She was defeated. She was feeling good about it. She was being moved off of the circumstance, but she was also feeling off of Diana. That's the goal. Because I feel like sometimes we do one or the other as actors. We tend to focus on, I have a strong point of view about my scene. I know exactly how I'm going to say my lines, but then we completely avoid, our partner, and we don't really listen to them and adjust off of them. Or we have actors that really adjust off their partner real well, but they don't really have an understanding and they're not being changed off their scene. So ultimately, that's what we're working towards. Just briefly explain the next few stages. We're going to get into emotional preparation after this. So we'll teach you how to emotionally prepare happiness, sadness, and anger. Then we're going to do basically what you just saw, but now the stakes are raised. So it's no longer an audition for a commercial that you're making $8.95. It is like your dream role. And if you don't get what they need, your self-tape or whatever done, then you're missing out on one of the biggest opportunities you've ever had. So we're going to raise the bar on the emotion there, and then we're going to work off each other emotionally, and then we're going to get into relationships. So we start off with, as you can see, everything is just kind of building upon itself in this technique. We're going to start off nice and simple. First relationship could be siblings. Then it could be lovers. It could be coworkers, boss, employee, just simple. The goal is for your behavior to reveal to us who you are to each other without saying, hey, sis. We should be able to see that there's a comfortableness about you, right? And then we get into more intense. Diana and Eleanor are siblings, and Diana had an affair with Eleanor's husband. Whew, that would be like super intense. I could never see Diana doing that, but that would be a really intense relationship. So at that point, we should know how they feel about each other. We should know who they are to each other by their behavior, but neither of them can say, I can't believe you would ever betray me and do that to me. I can't believe you would cheat. We have to see by their behavior. And once we do, then we throw the dialogue on top of that. It teaches you guys as actors to not rely on the dialogue to give away who you are, but to have the behavior under it and then throw the dialogue on top of it. And then we get into our advanced class, which has our scene work and our year-long monologue class and our character work and all that. So that being said, let's get into having you all try some repetition. I'm going to kind of rotate Diana, Eleonora, and Maggie to work with you, because I feel like it's really important when we're newer to work with someone that's been doing this a while. They'll kind of bring you back to their eyes. Sometimes we kind of look away and get distracted. They'll sort of help with that. Cool. Who would like to start? Do we have any volunteers, or do you want me to just kind of pick? I think Christina's like no or yes. I don't know. I'm seeing no. You're like, not yet. Okay. Tesha, did you say yes? Yeah, Tesha said yes. So how about Diana?
Yes.
And Tesha doing some first stage. So we'll all turn our cameras off. What's going to happen is I will have Diana start with something on you. And then you're just going to repeat. So you have hair, I have hair. You have hair, I have hair. You have hair, I have hair. And we're focusing on first stage, okay? Cool, whenever you're ready, Diana.
You're wearing blue. You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
I'm wearing blue.
You're wearing blue.
Good. So I'm going to get in here, and because this is like a free class, I'm going to jump right in as though you're a student. Now, to see how this is a lot more difficult than it appears to be, right? There's good moments in this for sure, Tesha, and there's moments where you're making it about the blue and you're not making it about her at times. And so this is something that I'm going to push through, and we out here can see it, but when we're in the middle of it, it's like, what? It's so hard to understand what we're doing wrong. So there's a moment where she said, you're wearing blue, and you kind of, I'm wearing blue, and you made it about the blue. And then there was another moment where she was kind of annoyed, and you're like, I'm wearing blue. And these are moments where ideally we are going to pick up on, she's annoyed. How do I feel about it? She felt bad for you. How do you feel about it? She was talking down to you. How do you feel about it? She was connecting with you. How do you feel about it? So it's easier for me out here because I've been doing this 22 years to be able to like, hey, you're missing this, but this is what I push you all to do in my class because there's so many moments and I don't want us to miss them. And I want you to try this again. There's another moment where she was smiling and you were like, I'm wearing blue. And it was a cute moment, but it wasn't necessarily off her behavior. So that annoyed her. And she was like, you're wearing blue. And then you said, I'm wearing blue. And you didn't have that adjustment. So that being said, try to make it less about being interesting and changing it up and more about really just locking eyes. So something I tell all my students to start, just literally lock. When I do repetition, I am just on the edge like this, just you're annoyed, I'm annoyed, you're annoyed, I'm annoyed, you're annoyed, I'm annoyed. And I'm waiting till I see something in her. The biggest challenge I think with acting in general, and this technique also, is to be patient. I feel like we always want to try to move it somewhere that it hasn't gone. And if we wait, we could feel something so much more deeper and more passionate. So, it's funny because I had this gentleman in my class yesterday and he hasn't been taking class very long. I don't know, maybe 7 months. And he's like, so literally like I have this line of people after class that in person and he's like, what do I need to do to get to relationship? I'm like, just keep doing what you're doing. He's like, well, what exactly am I doing wrong? I'm like, questioning right now is doing it wrong. Just live it out fully and just wait and be patient. Like I always talk about this being a technique that you guys, it takes a long time to learn. And it's like learning an instrument, right? We have to be patient with the process because if we're trying to force it, I told him, if you want to force doing a relationship right now, you don't fully understand what you're doing at this point. So how are you on earth going to really live that out? But we as actors, we just want to push it forward. We want to be like, I want to move on to the next. We have to be able to be patient. So let's try it again and be patient with her. I love that you started first because it's the hardest to start first, right? But let's try another one, and let's try to be patient and not push it to go anywhere, but instead really focus in on her tone, what's going on with her, and how you feel about it. Okay, cool. Let's do another one, and then we'll move on.
You have bangs.
I have bangs.
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 You have bangs.
Okay, good. Boom. So all of you that watched the first time, even us being newer, did you notice a big difference in the second one? Could you guys all see the difference? You were so much more connected the second one, and you were being changed off of her. Even that last moment where she was like, you have bangs, and you're like, that's weird. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. I have bangs. You sort of backed up. I could see your point of view, whereas you weren't. There was only maybe one or two moments where you kind of made it about, I have bangs, about the bangs. Other than that, you really made it about her, what was going on with her, and you had your own adjustment. Did you feel a difference between the first and the second one? Yeah. A big difference.
Definitely.
Cool. And that's what we're going to keep working towards. You know, it's just following our instincts and just being okay with letting this person take us somewhere and letting go of control. That's the big thing. I feel like we always want to try to control it. Cool. Let's get another person in here. Diana, if you want to stay and just do a couple more, and then I know you have to teach, so you can pop on off, and I'll have Eleonora. So shall I just go down the list? Right now I have Stephanie, or you want to try some, and then I'll go down. Cool. Might just be easier. That's what I do in my classes. All right, sure. So Diana and Stephanie, we'll have Diana starts, and the same thing, we're just listening and responding.
Cool. You're wearing white.
I'm wearing white.
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 You're wearing white.
I'm wearing.
You're wearing white.
I'm wearing white.
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 You're wearing white.
Okay, good.
I'm wearing white.
So how did this feel for you, Stephanie? Did it feel pretty good, or did you feel kind of a little bit in your head at times?
I definitely felt like I came in and out. Like there was moments where I felt like I could really connect with what she was doing, and then there was moments where I had to bring myself back into it. So it's definitely a challenge for focus, I think.
Yeah, well, and so there were moments where I could see some nice adjustments off of her, but this is something that I'll talk about in my class all the time. All the moments that you kind of had a disconnect, you were over looking here. I'm wearing white, and you look away. So it's really weird, and I get it, just staring at someone and really trying to lock eyes. But every time we look away, it's like we don't want to force ourselves to connect because it's uncomfortable. But if we can continue doing that, and those are the moments that you're really going to feel off of her. Every time we look away, we're now trying to be interesting, figure out how we can change it, and we lose that connection, and then we're not being changed off of her. Let's try one more and try to really just lock eyes the whole time.
Okay.
Cool.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
Yeah, you have nice eyebrows. You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
You have nice eyebrows.
I have nice eyebrows.
Okay,
You have
good.
nice
So
eyebrows.
this is so much better. You know, it's so much more connected with her. So I'm seeing you adjust to her. And like we said, it's not about mimicking or mocking. If she's being like, one moment she was kind of like a little kid being a baby, you have nice eyebrows. And you were just kind of like, I have nice eyebrows. I'm not really a fan of that. That's what it's all about, is having a point of view. And if it makes you laugh that she's, you know, being a little babyish, then that makes you laugh. That's great. But I saw your adjustment. It looked like you two were together adjusting off of each other. And that's really what we want to see, is just a simple adjustment. I think we have a fear of wanting to be interesting and not wanting to be wrong. So we have a tendency to not want to connect and not be patient. But when we do that, it's so much more interesting to watch out here. It really is. And I know you saw it, you know, with the first exercise with Tesha. Cool. But let's try. I'm going to just go down the list. Let's get Danielle. Diana, if you want to head out, I'll have Eleonora pop on and do some repetition. And we'll have Eleonora and Danielle doing some repetition. Cool. So same thing. We'll have Eleonora start with something on you, Danielle, and then we'll go from there.
You have brown hair.
I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
Yes, I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
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 Yeah, I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
I do have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
I 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 have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
Yes, I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
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 Yes, I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
I have brown hair.
You have brown hair.
All right.
I have brown hair.
Awesome. So Danielle, you had a nice relaxedness about you. I feel like you were adjusting off of Eleanor in a good way. Right from the very beginning, when she was sort of smiling and she had a nice smile, and then you kind of went, I have brown hair, and it was really sweet, and I believed it, and it was because of her. So you did have a lot of nice adjustments off of her. The more you do this, we'll be able to pick up on more moments. But also, the one thing I noticed, which is just going to come with time, is every once in a while she would make you feel something, like she kind of made you feel a little bit sad for a quick second, and then you sort of held on to that sadness, although it wasn't off of her behavior. The initial sadness was she was kind of a little bit angry, and it kind of made you feel a little bit, small. And I believed it. It felt very real in that moment. And then after that, she felt bad, and you continued to hold on to that sadness. Something what I talk about all the time is being able to express your moment in the moment and then move forward to that next moment, which is hard to do. But that's what I would say, focusing, if we were to do class, that's what I would focus with you on, because you're nice and present with her. You're picking up on a lot, but we need to make sure we're able to express how we feel, trust that it got out, and then move on to that next moment. That makes sense? Cool. All right, who do I got next? Sonia, are we still here? Yes. Eleanor, you might as well just work with Sonia for a bit because you're already on the screen. That will work. So same thing, we'll do first stage. Eleanor will start. Thank you.
You have glasses.
I have glasses.
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 You have glasses.
Okay, good. Let's talk about it. Sonia, this was also nice and simple. The more we do this, we'll be able to pinpoint the different laughs as well. Like I talk about all the time in class, you know, there's different types of happiness. There's different types of laughs. There's could be someone laughing at you, laughing with you, laughing out of frustration. And so sometimes we'll be able to pinpoint that tone even better. And this is super important in the acting world. I mean, in real life, we do tend to pick up on that. Like I said, even my 7-year-old, she knows if someone's laughing at her, laughing with her, and we can pick up on those things in real life. We're instantly able to tell, okay, that didn't feel right. But in the acting world, we just look at it as a laugh a lot of times. We don't actually pick up on those moments. And that's something that we need to work towards, treating this as though it is real life and being that sensitive. You did have nice moments off of her. I could tell that you were really connected with her. You didn't really make it about the glasses. You were locking eyes with her the whole time. You felt a good amount. And then I would say the more we do this, you'll be able to pick up on more and be able to notice those little changes. Like the one time it was coming out of frustration. You have glasses. I'm so annoyed. You know, and that you'll be able to have a point of view about. I was like, oh crap. She was like gonna stab her. I thought she was so mad. I'm out here like, holy mac. And you laughed in a very sweet way, which is fine, but eventually we'll be able to target and pinpoint that just a little bit better through the process. How did it feel doing repetition, first of all?
It was kind of weird, but it was interesting to like not think about it, to just do it.
Good.
And it was like, I thought it was gonna be really, really, really hard, but it was like easier than I was expecting it to be.
Awesome. I'm glad. It's neat because the more you do this, the more it sounds like you're saying blah, 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 like you don't even realize what you're saying, because it's not about the words. It's about listening and reacting and the tone, which is fun. And I feel like you made it that way. After a while, I could tell you were really connecting with her. Cool. Awesome. Well, let's get Doug is on my list. Maggie, do you want to work with Doug for a bit? Eleanor, I might have you work again because we still have 4 people, but we'll just swap it up to get Maggie up here. All right. So we'll have Maggie start with something on Doug, and we're just doing first stage.
You have a mustache.
I have a mustache.
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 You have a mustache.
Yeah, I have a mustache.
You have a mustache.
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 All right, awesome. Doug, how'd this feel? Because you did a great job of also being nice and present with her. You felt so many nice moments. It was sweet and cute. Yeah, so tell me how you felt, and then I'll talk about little things.
Yeah, as Sonia pointed out, it was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Good.
Because when I was watching the others do it, I was trying to repeat the same words, and I was like, "Oh, this is so annoying." But once you do it and you're out of your head, and I was just concentrating on her, I just went with her.
Good. You know, and you were so connected to her in a nice way. There's moments where I feel like she was uncomfortable. She gave you attitude. And those moments were kind of like, we didn't fully recognize them. And I think a lot of times we as humans don't want to recognize the confrontation because it's like, oh, this is awkward. Let's move past. And so that's something that, you know, we'll just, I would say, let's make sure we're aware of it at least. And having that adjustment and just sort of like back, however you feel, makes you uncomfortable, then expressing that through your repetition. But that would be the only thing, because I noticed that you were nice and connected with her. You were feeling, you made me smile out here because you guys were moving a lot off of each other. And it was really sweet to see those little changes. And then when we get to like, she was like that sort of annoyed, like even like doing one of these, and she was like, I'm trying not to be annoyed, but she was. And it was just kind of like, I have a mustache. Let me pretend like that's not happening. Let's just move through. Those would be the moments that eventually we'd want to be able to pick up and have a point of view about. Whatever that point of view is. Doesn't mean we need to be angry back or annoyed back, but just having that adjustment of yours. But awesome. All right, let's get Christina. How do we feel? Do you want to jump on in? Cool. So Christina and Maggie, and then we have Rivka and Elena. Rivka, I said Rivka, sorry, Rivka.
It's all good.
I like your glasses.
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 Like your glasses.
I 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 like your glasses.
Good. So I want to jump into one more real fast. You're giving yourself, Christina, time, and you're hesitating and you're not allowing your truth to come out at times. So there's times where you are nice off of her. And then there's times where she was like, even that last moment, she's like, you like it? She was like all cutesy with her shoulder up, and she didn't realize she was doing it, but she was. And you're kind of like, I like your glasses. Yeah, you took a moment. Follow your instincts.
Yeah.
Let that come out. I like it. Whatever your instinct is, if you want to laugh with it, allow it. But I think I keep writing like ... beat, beat, beat. You're almost giving it like 4 beats, time to stop and think about how you feel. Don't think about it. Just push through. All right, cool. Let's try another.
Okay.
You're wearing earrings.
I'm wearing earrings.
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 Wearing earrings.
I'm wearing earrings.
You're 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 wearing earrings.
I'm wearing earrings.
Okay, good. We'll stop it here. Okay, this is better. You're still a little hesitant. Maybe it's because you got a little munchkin on you, but you're holding back a little bit and you're a little bit hesitant.
Yeah.
So that'd be something that I would try to work through, is to get you to boom, follow your instincts and just push through and not have time to stop. Yeah. Cool. Let's get Rivka. I know I'm supposed to end at 3, but I'll probably go over. For some reason, we're not showing up as live anyways, so I'm not really worried about it. We're technically only supposed to do 2 to 3 because there's someone else that usually comes on at 3 live, but I've been told that we're not showing live, so I'm not really worried about it. So let's have Rivka.
Oh, that's who we are. I can see us.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. It's so weird. Well, I'm going to continue it. So let's move through because I want to make sure everyone gets a chance. It won't be too much longer, but thank you, Maggie. I don't know. Weird. Rivka and Maggie, and then we'll end with Elena and Eleonora. So see,
Quick technical question. Do you recommend removing self-view so that I don't like see my own face and get distracted by it?
some people do. Being newer, I don't see why not. It might help you guys. A lot of my students do that. I tend to
We'll
just try
try that.
to avoid, like, not even see myself. But yeah, to start, it might be helpful. Cool.
Okay.
Meg, let us know when you're ready, Rivka.
Gonna try not to overthink the shit out of this. All right. Ready when you are.
Okay. You have curly hair.
I have curly hair.
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 Okay, good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop it. And I'm just gonna do what I would normally do in class. I feel like you have a big personality and a good personality. Right now, you're trying to like be so small that you're not allowing yourself to really feel. Let's work towards still listening like you're doing, but being you. Because right now I feel like you're trying so hard to not overthink it. And I don't want you to think at all, but I feel like I'm not seeing your personality. From watching all of you guys, I can tell that you are fun. You have a bigger personality. And right now you're trying to keep it so subdued that I feel like I'm not seeing you. So let's try to do another one. And if she, like, there was a moment where she said, you know, you have curly hair, and she's like feeling so depressed. I'm like, okay. Like me, I was like, I have curly hair, and you just kind of continue to like hold back a little bit and keep you have curly hair. But I think your reaction would have been surprised. So I just feel like that would have been something that you would have felt. I could just tell by your little reaction you had. So allow it to come out. Don't force it. But if you have it, don't feel like you have to keep, it bottled inside. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Confusing.
I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, which is making it hard to actually read her emotions. How do I like calm the F down so I can just get what she's giving?
I would say just let it go and listen, because right now you and you're so much more alive than when you're doing that repetition. You're just feeling like you have to be so contained. And so, just, you have glasses, I have glasses, you have glasses, I have glasses, and really being patient and waiting. But right now I'm not seeing you living and really allowing yourself to fully feel up there with her. So just try to listen and respond like you're doing with me, but keeping saying the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's try one
Give it
more.
my best shot.
You have glasses.
I have glasses.
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 You
Okay,
have
good.
glasses.
This is a lot better. Do you feel the difference? You're still reacting to her, but I feel like it's you up there. And the more you do this, Rivka, you'll be able to pinpoint more and feel so much more off of her. But right now, allow yourself to be you. And even if you pick up on 8 moments, I'd love to see your point of view on those 8 moments. And eventually I'll see your point of view on 20 moments. But the beginning of the first one, I feel like you weren't allowing yourself to have that point of view. You were just so confined, and this is the way I have to do it. Cool. Well, let's end with Elena, but thank you for jumping in. And then we'll have Eleonora and Elena.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. If Elena is still here, let's see. Oh, well, I don't see Elena here anymore. So I guess I remember someone said they might have to leave at 2:45. That might have been Elena. Cool. Well, I guess that's class, if we would call it class, for all of you. I'm glad to have you. We probably should end in a moment, but does anyone have any questions? I will also get into, if we technically are live, we do online classes. I know online Meisner we do so many. I teach a lot. I'm trying to think in my head how many I teach now, but I teach 23 Meisner classes per week, a few in person, but mostly online. We also have a new West Coast time, 10 p.m. my time, which is 7 p.m. in Western time, which West Coast, which is nice. But we still have some classes available for November. I don't think many. I think Thursday has a few and the 10 p.m. does, but a lot of them are sold out. But we do packages too, which has Keith Brooks, who's awesome. If you guys have seen him, he does script analysis. Kellen Boyle does as well. We have improv, and we do the working actors class and Meisner. It's all included. So for everyone on TMFA, we do still have options. You can check out our website, which we'll post. But other than that, we plan to continue doing these little classes because I think it's a blast to get all of you on here working and trying it for the first time. So either way, thanks again for coming, and hopefully we'll see everyone soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye guys. Thank you. Bye TMFA.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eleanor.
If we have any questions,
Yeah.
Can we go ahead?
Yeah.
So I just was wondering, you said you have a course that's 10 p.m. Eastern time. I guess you started that course for those who are located on the West. Are they open though also to people on the East?
Oh yeah,
for accommodation of time.
Yep, it's funny. I've had a lot of my moms that the reason why I did it is because my daughter's sleeping, so I could put her to bed and then I can do a class and not have to feel guilty about, teaching while she's awake. And so a lot of my moms have said the same thing. Can I do that package? Because that way I can put my child to sleep. So yeah, anyone can jump into that package. We just originally thought that it would be great for the West Coast, but we have a lot of people on the East Coast that are also doing it.
Okay, perfect. And I also had another question. So I've never done any acting, and I'm just curious, what would you recommend, let's say, if just to start by testing the waters and see whether or not this is something that I find very fun, what would you recommend? Let's say, like, this is the first time that any of these techniques, I've never heard of them. Again, I'm completely new to acting. So what would you recommend?
So if you guys can only do one class and you can't jump into the package, I strongly recommend the technique, a technique. I suggest Meisner just because it works so well for me and I absolutely adore it. But learning a technique is going to teach you to believe in the imaginary circumstance, to connect with your partner, all those really essential things that we need. And then we can also jump into, at that point, self-tape script analysis. So if you don't have a whole lot of time on your hands, I almost think do one Meisner a week, really learn how to act. And then you can start jumping into self-tape script analysis, all the business. We have the working actors class on Fridays, which is basically the business side of acting. We have Kurt Yu, who is a working actor, Keith Brooks, all these people will pop on and do classes. Kellen, so those classes are great, but if you're just new and you're trying to just learn how to act, that's what I did. I just did Meisner. I actually did 2 Meisners a week, and it really helped me. And then I started getting into, we didn't do self-tapes back then, but on camera commercials, on camera script and all that stuff. I started getting into that as well as improv. So it depends on what's best for all of you. Some people love jumping into all of the classes and it's beneficial for them and they're already starting to do self-tapes. So the script analysis self-tape is really helpful for them. But if you're just new and you're trying to learn how to act, I think the Meisner is really important to build that foundation first and then jump into everything else. Does that help?
Yeah. Okay. This is very helpful. Thank you.
Cool. You're welcome. Anyone else? We good? Everyone good? All right. Well, awesome class. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you guys all made it and tried. A lot of times people on their first time would just kind of like to watch. It's like, I don't want to jump into this, but I'm glad you did. Cool. Well, have a great one. Bye, TMFA. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Goodbye, guys.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.